Hey guys, it's Laura. Today's video is going to be a little bit more on the serious side, and it's all about eyeshadow pigments. Alright guys, so if you have watched any of my previous videos, then you might have seen the one where we took a makeup quiz. And in that quiz, we learned that the FDA approves makeup. So all of the makeup is going to be regulated by the FDA. Now, again, recently I was on Twitter again and saw another YouTuber talking about which pigments were FDA approved for eye use. I was shocked at what I learned. As far as red pigments go in eyeshadows, red 40 is the only red pigment that is FDA approved for eye use. That being said, let me tell you what I found. After this, I got curious. I went looking at the ingredient list on products, and there are two that stood out just because those were the two on my mind that I've been wanting. So I looked at them first. One, I will tell you, is not calling it an eyeshadow palette. They're calling it a shadow palette. Okay? In their ingredient list, which is down at the bottom of the web page, which I'm not sure where it's at on the packaging, but probably in the small print somewhere, on 3 of the 9 shades, it says with a little asterisk, not intended for the immediate eye area. That's 3 out of 9. That's a third of this palette that is technically not approved for eye use. It's not being called an eyeshadow palette. It's being called a shadow palette, but it's being marketed as an eyeshadow palette. Where else am I supposed to be putting these shadows on my face? As I dug deeper, I really started to get heated with this verbal usage as a way of kind of a scapegoat and getting around FDA standards. But this is kind of irking me a little bit. So I continued to search ingredient lists, and I found another palette. And both of these palettes are by very popular brands. They're not brands that you've never heard of. They are very popular mainstream brands. But this second palette I found, they actually called it an eyeshadow palette. Nowhere in their ingredient list did it say not intended for eye use, but that shadow contained Red 6 Lake, Red 6, and Red 7 Lake. Remember, Red 40 is the only one that's FDA approved. So this palette has 3 different red pigments in there which are not FDA approved. It's called an eyeshadow palette, and there's nothing there saying that it's not approved for eye use. Again, guys, this just seems very shady. So what does this mean? To me, this means as consumers, we are going to have to start researching makeup. It's going beyond just having fun. We are going to have to start researching and knowing or having a little bit more knowledge on these subjects so that we can protect ourselves, because obviously these companies are putting out products that have pigments that are not FDA approved. So guys, the moral of this story is be vigilant in what you're purchasing. Look at the ingredient list. Look to see if these pigments are FDA approved or not. We're just gonna have to start learning more. We're gonna have to start educating ourselves more. Thank you for watching. If you are here at the end of this, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. That way you can see all future videos. Feel free to go back and watch old videos. Hit the like button if you like this one. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you next time.